All right, what's up, people? Here's your next video. I want to show you how to drop down with a list. This is something that if done incorrectly, you end up selling a couple pieces, and you could go from a really awesome looking list down to just a few pieces pretty quickly. Done the right way, you're going to have the right amount of no's and the right amount of steps in this drop down process. That's going to help you close more orders. It's going to increase your average order and overall just make your job a lot more fun. So let me walk you through what this looks like. First of all, you want to make a big list. So you want to go through all the gifts and accessories. Now, by the way, this is whether somebody's buying Cutco for the first time or they're buying Cutco for the 10th time, you want to start treating your appointments like they're a like list. Okay, so a homemaker set might be one of the pieces on the like list, but they also want to add hunting knives and flatware and cookware maybe, or garden tools or barbecue tools or gifts or whatever the case is. So first of all, you want to make a big list, and this is anything the customer can see themselves liking. And I'll make another video on like how to build the like list. Today though, I want to specifically walk you through how to drop down once you already have the list in hand. So we're going to go here. We have our list already in the cart. Okay, so over here on the right hand side, you can see we've got a few pieces of Cutco that are part of our signature upgrade. So we're pretending customers upgrading from a homemaker to a signature set. They want the shears, they want the sharpener, they want the cutting board, they want the blocks, they want some gadgets, they want the flatware, and they want a K-bar. So we take all of those things. What do we do now? Well, first of all, we need to figure out what we can do for a deal. Customers buy value, not price. So we want to hook them up with a good deal. How do you do that? Well, first thing, what I would recommend is that your bonus point limit should be set somewhere between 20 to 25. Like that's, if the customer is okay purchasing with less than 20% of a bonus, then of course your order is going to be bigger. And Cutco is an incredible value and that's still fine. However, when I'm working with a customer, I'm totally fine personally to use between 20 to 25% bonus. Depending on how close they are, if they're, kind of pushing a 26, 27% bonus, you need just a little extra something to hook the customer up and help them get the order. Call your manager. But we're going to shoot for a target of a 20% bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and put my bonus limit at 25 though, and I'm going to hit update. All right, now how do I know what to give for free? Just a quick little note here. In your cart already knows what the best things are to give for free because Cutco manufactures so many different things. And when we give certain things for free, it takes a hit on our CPO, but not all things take the same amount per dollar, if that makes sense. Like for example, we manufacture millions of table knives. And so the cost of manufacturing per piece actually goes down because of economy of scale. Therefore, just meaning it costs less CPO to give a table knife for free than maybe an other item that's worth the same amount. So Order Advisor already knows this. So what do? You click on Order Advisor, you go from cart, and now what does it do? It tells you all the best things to give for free to keep the CPO on your order high, but also to give the customer a really good discount. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna start bonusing until I hit my limit, starting from the top, using the best items first until we get close to our limit here. Let's scroll down a little bit. So we bonus the shears. We bonus the cutting boards. We bonus the sharpener. All right, we're getting close. We bonus the cheese knife. What are we at here so far? 17%. All right, what's the next thing put us at? Petite Santoku. Great, that put us at 21%. So I'm going to stop right there. Okay, now this next part is really important, the way that you do this, because this is what frames everything for the customer. Okay, so there are 3 numbers that you want to share with your customers. So I'd make sure you got a pen ready. So I'd write these down. The first one that you want to share with your customer is what is the total value of the list. Okay, what's the value of the list? Our retail value of this particular list is $43.55. Now, by the way, what the customer is going to pay is $26.11, and part of that discount is actually already built into the storage chest. The storage chest is, the 12-piece flatware chest, or the 12 place setting flatware chest. There's a 33% discount already built into that the value is already calculating. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, then what do? We do customer pays. Excuse me, sorry, the next one is discount. So you want to go the retail value of the list. Then you're going to go discount. So that's the second number that you want to give. And all you got to do is click down here and it says bonus value is $865. Okay, so subtract $865. I'm giving you $865 worth of stuff for free, Mrs. Jones. And then the next number is what the customer is actually paying. Now, it's important that you say this the right way, or here's what I found is the most effective anyway. I call it the customer, so I say your sweet deal. Or if I'm in person with a customer, right, I put Janice's sweet deal. And then I put the amount that it is. So in this case, it's $26.11. What's the 5-pay option? We always want to give the 5-pay. That comes out to be $524.60. So we're going to call that $525. And then here's what we do. Here's the way you say this. You say, Mrs. Jones. So let me pause here really quick. We go back to the customer and I say, hey, Mrs. Jones, the value of your list is $43.55. Now, Mrs. Jones, what I can do, there's already a built-in discount in this case for the flatware sets. I'd say that. I'd say, Mrs. Jones, there's already a built-in discount for the flatware set. And what I can do is I can give you another $865 worth of stuff for free. It takes a hit on my order, Mrs. Jones, but I want to do it because I want to earn your business. That phrase, earn your business. And I also want to hook you up and I want to see you get the Cutco you want. So what that does is that makes your sweet deal, Sally, it makes it $26.11. And by the way, that's only $525 on the 5-pay, and you never have to buy knives ever again. Your kitchen's outfitted. And I got to ask you, is that something you'd like to get today? Which leads us, you probably noticed that last part there, which is that you need to present those numbers and then ask for the order. Is that something you'd like to get today? And then you wait. Now, they're probably going to give you an objection. So what do? You handle the objection. Oh, it's too much money. I don't know if I'd use all those pieces. And by the way, you can use feel, felt, found. All right, you can use the 4 steps to handling the objection, which you'll find on other videos. But no matter what, it's okay. You're going to get objections just like you do when you show a homemaker for the first time. And the whole point of making a big like list, by the way, isn't necessarily to sell the big like list. Every once in a while, somebody just decides to throw down on everything. But the point of building a big like list is to give yourself some place and some room to drop down. Now, this is where this next key part is really important. So I'd take a note on this. When you go to drop down on the list, it's very important that you ask this question the right way. What I'm going to ask my customers, I'm going to say, hey, Mrs. Jones, what 1 to 3 pieces are not a priority for you today? Ms. Jones, looking at this list, no problem. What 1 to 3 pieces are not a priority for you today? And if I built the list the right way, I told Mrs. Jones, hey, let's just put it on your list if you can see yourself using it. But I know there's probably things that aren't a priority for her. So if we go back to this list, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to guess that, maybe the flatware in this case isn't necessarily a priority for her. She's like, you know what, I'd like it. It looks really great. Sometimes, by the way, it is totally a priority. But I would even suggest that, hey, Ms. Jones, is the flatware the priority for you today? Or is it your signature set upgrade? And she's like, it's just the flatware. Okay, cool. Well, let me go ahead and delete that, Mrs. Jones. And let me recalculate here. Now, here's the thing you're going to need to do, by the way, is you're going to need to go through and unbonus, reset the cart here, everything that you had for free the first time. Okay, so that might take you just a second. And by the way, while you're doing this, you're building rapport with the customer. How are the kids? How are the dogs? Remind me, your son plays football, right? All right, now what do? I've got a fresh cart. I go back to Order Advisor. I hit Order Advisor. I go from cart. And guess what? Half of the things that were actually already bonused, I probably could have left them bonused, and that's okay. But I'm going to re-bonus them right here. So really, I could have just unbonused a couple of these until my bonus percentage came back down to where I wanted it. All right, what do we got now? 25% bonus. Okay, and we're at $12.30. Now, here's another quick tip that I've learned over the years. One of the things that I've learned over the years is that if I give a better deal as I drop down on the second or third drop down, and I kind of increase the amount of free stuff, especially if customers are close, they're like, well, we were kind of close on the third one or on the first one. And, you know, I guess if you're going to give me that good of a deal, then, you know what, let's go for it. So we do the same thing we did before. I'm going to show you one more time. I would tell the customer the value, right? So if I'm writing this down for my customer, I'd say, hey, Mrs. Jones, the value of your order is $16.91. What I can do is I can give you $461 for, you know, to take off your order because you're getting it from me today and I want to earn your business. By the way, sometimes you have to emphasize it's a today. This is a buy now bonus. And Mrs. Jones, just so you know, that drops down to that drops down to $12.30 in full. That would only be $240. We'll call it $249 on the 5-pay, Mrs. Jones. That is your sweet deal, and you never have to buy knives ever again. What do you say, Mrs. Jones? Did you want to get that in classic or pearl? By the way, that's what we call a soft close, where you ask a yes or yes question. Classic or pearl? Cool. Did you want to use the debit card or the credit card? Where should we ship this to, Mrs. Jones? Now, by the way, I love soft closes as a rep because what it does is it gives you the ability to, it shows confidence. But also, if the customers have an objection before they say yes, they're like, well, I'm not sure that. And then you just have the opportunity to flush the objection. Then you can drop down again if you need. What one or two, 3 pieces aren't a priority for you today. You just keep trimming the list down. Repeat the process. Here's what it is. Here's what I'm giving. Here's the discount I'm giving you. Here's your sweet deal. Is that something you'd like to get today? Guys, you master that and you are going to close a lot more orders. You're going to close a lot bigger orders. And it's just a ton of fun when you're out there helping Mrs. Jones upgrade, build a like list, and really just get all the pieces that she wants. So take the time, watch the 12-minute video that I just showed you, which you just hit the end of, by the way. So I don't know why I said that, but take some notes, maybe rewatch it, and I'll see you on the next one.